finds out how much amount of liquid you can carry in your cabin bags. So actually there is a limit. You can carry small bottles of 10 ml.
100 mls. It's okay. Hey guys, welcome to Fantastic. It's Minaz. So in this video, my husband is going to accompany me. He's here, Aftab.
Hi.
And in this video, we are going to share our
To-do list and things to carry before traveling abroad. So even if you are traveling for studies abroad or if you're planning to move, this checklist will help you. So let's get started. And if you like this video, do like the video, share it with your friends and subscribe to the channel. The first point is about COVID guidelines and restrictions, for which my wife Minaz has already shared a video, and we'll be sharing the link of that video in the description below. But along with that, you can take care of some other things.
So like if you need to carry wet wipes, alcohol wipes, and extra gloves, small bottles of sanitizers with you, and some tissues. So whenever you are sitting somewhere, swipe it with the alcohol wipes and then clean with the tissue. And you can also carry alcohol spray. Yeah, so that things you can carry while traveling internationally.
And the second point is about contacting the bank. So you can contact your bank if you to check if the international services on your debit cards are applicable to the country you are traveling to. And the third point is about contacting the SIM card operator. You can enable the roaming package if you are planning to make phone calls. Or actually, we had planned to buy a local SIM card after reaching Denmark. So we just wanted the OTP messages to come up in the Indian SIM card. For the bank transactions, we need the OTPs. So for that, we wanted the SIM card to be active and that we should receive the SMSs. So I contacted the SIM card operators to check the feature, and I just found out that they will deduct 99 rupees per month for this service. So
In Vodafone SIM card.
Yeah, I have Vodafone SIM card and she has an Airtel.
SIM card.
Yeah, an Airtel SIM card.
But for me, I didn't get any problem. But I need to keep recharging every month, like minimum like 45 rupees. Right now, I'm recharging for my Airtel SIM card, not for the international service, but it's like which we do in our country also to keep SIM card activated. But still, I'm getting messages, so I'm not facing any problem. But
but actually, when I landed in Denmark, I just saw that the network was not coming up. I tried restarting my phone. I tried to select networks manually, but didn't work for me. And then I just came to know that through Google, I just came to know that the my SIM card was old, and that I needed to enable a service from the SIM Toolkit. It is an application that we have in our mobile phones. So in the SIM Toolkit, we'll have to enable the international roam.
So next point is about luggage. We flew through KLM Airlines. So for us, we were allowed to carry a check-in bag 23 kgs, and for a cabin bag we were allowed to carry 12 kgs. Like for a cabin bag we were allowed to carry one small bag and one laptop bag or any handbag. So yeah, that's it. And for a dimension,
you can see the dimensions here. So now let's start with the things to carry. So the first point is about the documents.
so always carry your all original documents with 2 Xerox copies of it, because you don't know where to get Xerox copies after you land. So you might be needing it. So always carry your original documents like marriage certificate. If your child is there, then child birth certificate and your degree certificate.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it.
And you can keep the originals in your handbag itself, and keep all the Xerox copies in the check-in bags.
We also made different folders for the documents we will be needing during our check-in,
Immigration,
like immigration and all, like our passport, and then boarding pass, then work permit, and visa copy. Next point is universal adapter.
Yeah. So as you can see in this picture, you can see that the socket that we use in India is not the same here. So we need some different adapter that can actually go inside. And this is what we carried. This is a travel adapter. So you can see that it has a depth, so it can go inside, and then you can connect your charger or any charger here. So this is what we used.
We bought from Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon India.
And the next point is that you can carry a SIM card removal tool and also a charger with extra cables in case if the cable gets damaged. So you have a spare cable to get your charger to work.
Before packing, always remove old barcode stickers from your luggage bag.
Yeah, actually what would have happened is you would have had an earlier travel, so the barcode stickers might still be there. So make sure you remove all the old barcode stickers, because if your baggage is sent with the old barcode sticker and the barcode scanner in the belt scans the old barcode, then your bag might be rejected.
And now next point will be always pack some clothes in your hand baggage also, because in case if your bag is getting misplaced, so you will be having some
spare clothes to wear.
Yeah.
And the next point is about things you should not carry.
You should not pack
Yeah,
something in cabin bag or in
yeah.
checking
So
bag.
this is a picture where you can see what things you should not carry. And the next point is about how much amount of liquid you can carry in your cabin bags. So actually you can carry small bottles of 100 ml. Let's say for example, if you want to carry shampoo or conditioners or body wash or sanitizers, any liquid. So you can actually carry a maximum of 1 liter, but in small bottles.
Like 100 ml
100
of 10
ml.
bottles.
You will have to divide in 100 ml bottles, but maximum per person is 1 liter. You can actually keep 1 liter or more than that in your check-in bag, but for carry-on bag or the cabin bags, there is this restriction that has to be followed.
The next point is about medicine. If you want to carry a medicine, always take prescription, and if you are carrying more amount of medicine, then always carry receipt for that, because you will be asked for the
just
tax.
in case if somebody asks what are these medicines about and is it prescribed, so you can show that.
Now next point is about clothes. So always carry clothes according to the season where you are traveling. So we were traveling to Denmark, so which is cold country. So we got this thermals, socks, cap, gloves, jackets, and
boots.
clothes was very minimal, because anyway we are going to wear jacket on it. And if when we go outside, of course we get tempted for the shopping, so we didn't got so much clothes from the India, we bought from here. So yeah.
And I will just give you one tip. There is a limit on the weightage on the baggages, but not on yourself. So if you want more luggage to be carried, especially clothes, yeah, you can actually wear those clothes, or maybe for example keychains or heavy stuff. You can actually put it in your pocket only for the time when you are getting your baggage weighted.
And after moving in aeroplane, just remove everything.
So till the time you are about to weigh your baggages, you can actually wear those heavy clothes and heavy stuff you can put in your pockets, and then later on when you are done with this, you can actually take them out or put it in the bag if you have space.
Point is about toiletries. Always carry your shampoo, moisturizer. If you are traveling to cold country, always carry moisturizer. And then body wash, nail clippers, then earbuds. So these things you should keep in mind, because you will be needing it, and in a foreign country it might cost you more. So for initial days, it is a good tip to carry your toiletries.
And these things actually you should pack in your check-in bags. And then the next point is that you can carry a first aid kit and also a multi-tool kit. You might need it for some small stuff.
So like screwdriver we carry.
Screwdrivers, yeah.
And I also carried that needle thread.
Yeah. Yeah, you might need it sometimes too.
Repair your clothes. Now next point is about staples and snacks. So as we have to be quarantined after reaching here, we carried staples for a few days, like for 15 days, and spices for almost 1 month, 1 or 2 months. I have carried, but still I'm using it because we don't know we get spices or not in foreign country. Indian spices are like we can't adjust without Indian spices.
Yeah, and
in
the food here is not at all spicy.
Yeah.
The spiciest thing that I can get is the chili oil. That's it.
And we also carried some ready to cook meal packets for like MTRs, easy to make, that lemon rice powder, then tomato powder, that's it, and lots of snacks.
Khavan dokla.
Haldirams, lots of snacks
Yeah.
we get.
And the next point is about basic utensils that you can carry.
So as we were knowing, basic utensils like plates, glass, spoons, everything was going to be provided by our house owner.
Yes.
So we carried belan, that is roller pin to make chapatis, and dosa or roti tawa. And next we also got this pressure cooker, because here everyone don't use pressure cooker. Mostly in European countries, if you are going to travel in Canada also, it's very difficult to get pressure cooker there also. And also for easy cooking, I also got a chopper or blender. And yeah, that's it. Yeah. But one tip is here: if you are carrying any cooking utensils, so always carry induction based utensils.
Oh, yes. And the next point is, if you're traveling with a kid or children, you can actually carry some toys. So for example, some puzzles or some blocks or some Play-Doh, yeah. Small cars, yes. Even weight is a constraint, so you can decide which toys to carry.
We also carried that scooter, because we also got extra luggage allowance for Arish. So we also carried his scooter, which you might have seen in other videos also. He's driving that scooter. And also carry some stationeries for a kid, like colors, crayons, pencils, eraser, sharpener, and some worksheet. That's it.
Yes. If you are traveling to a country where English is not that often, it's not used as often, so you can, for example, in Denmark we have Danish language. So what we did is we downloaded the Danish language in the Google Translator. So whenever we scan a sentence or manually, we can also type the sentence and then we can get the answer in
Because
English.
here everything is written in Danish, so that is our everyday use application.
Yeah.
So whenever you are traveling abroad, always download local language of that specific country in your mobile phone.
Next point is to download the offline maps in Google Maps.
Yeah, because see, if you are going out and if you are out of connectivity, that offline map will help you to navigate. And because in new country you will be not knowing that much of road and all, so yeah, offline map will work if you are out of connectivity.
Things that we followed, and I hope this video will help you guys in your travel. Yeah, if your friends or families are planning to travel, you can share this video with them. And
if you like this video, please do give a thumbs up and share with your friends and subscribe to our channel.
yeah, and I hope to meet you soon. Bye bye.
Bye.